All right, day one of qualifying is getting started here at Utabi Arena. Got some hits and misses out there on the track. Jason, you want to tell us what happened in round one so far?
Well, everyone was super high tension in that first qualifier, and you kind of started the day with the controlled practice run, which you were reseeded by where you finished in that very first run this morning. So even the first run this morning was practice, but technically it had something to do with your next qualifier. So the qualifier just kind of finished up here. We had Jared Tebow continued to kind of show what he's got here. He TQ'd the round once again. But, I think kind of the story of that race was Spencer Rivkin, really. He kind of was leading maybe not most of the race, but half of the race, battling with Jared. Jared was a little faster lap time-wise, but Spencer showed that he's got a little something for these guys if he keeps it clean. Jared made the 18-lap run. He's the only one so far. And Spencer there finished with an 0-1. And Lee Martin, I think, was right there also. And, kind of looking at the next race going to start here at the end. But, we got a lot of good guys running well. And then we had basically the two surprises was Mayfield breaking on the very first lap, and then Cavallari broke about halfway through. So those guys weren't able to show what they had. But we had Lee Martin and we had Kyle McBride ran really well too from the B qualifier. So there's a lot of action at the front, a lot of action at the back, and we were even watching earlier with Malin, and she was running really well, and basically that's about it from the top.
That's right. I was watching Malin's qualifier. She was in the 10th qualifier, top 50. She did really well. Took over, had a couple good laps, and really finished it off well. Second position in her heat. So a lot of good things to come from her as well.
Yeah, even the Mikhail Orlowski, he ran really well. He got an 0-2 in that race. He was running with the Schumacher car. It's just amazing, like all the emotion, because it's like even the fathers and they're like hugging after their qualifiers. Like it's like such a big deal, and so hopefully we can continue kind of as good of a qualifying round as we had in round one.
Absolutely, yeah. It's really good to see the father-son, father-daughter teams out there. So, all right. Any more last words?
No, we're kind of, looking at maybe having a round two here where I think, we might see a little more from Jared once again. I think he's still making mistakes out there. He's opening the door a little bit for these guys. He's made a couple errors. I'm sure he's not completely happy with that, but he knows he has a little bit of cushion to work with, and I think a couple guys here, maybe even Mayfield and Cavallari want to get back in there, and I think they're feeling probably pretty frustrated right now that they broke out, and I think they'll be coming back, and maybe, we'll like to see them back in the top five, and maybe Spencer can throw down a TQ run. You never know. He looks pretty fearless out there, which is kind of the advantage of being young, or 16, 17, 18 years old. You're a little fearless, and sometimes that pays off in these moments when the pressure is really high.
Yeah, Spencer led for a good couple minutes there. Cody was also right up there for a little while too. Jared?
Yeah, Cody was running really well. He was in second behind Spencer there for a while, and then he got close to Cavallari on the track. They kind of got together, and it wasn't basically. I think Cavallari was actually trying to let him go, and they kind of had a little miscommunication. They got together, and then Cody made a mistake and really kind of dropped out and dropped down the field. But he's faster than his overall time showed, and his patience should kind of reward him overall. So a lot of guys really frustrated right now. Only a couple guys really excited, so it's kind of, you gotta have to stay kind of even keel and just kind of a real business-like approach, and I think that's what Jared's been trying to do here, and we'll see how it continues.
All right, more qualifying action to come.